Mr. Peace President got us into another war.
Countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Not only did he get us into another war, he did so without congressional approval. He's just been melting down on Twitter, Truth Social. It's insane to me that they call it Truth Social and they call their tweets truths, and they're actually serious about that. It's not like, does anyone else see it? They're not actually truths, they're lies. So Trump's been melting down all day on Truth Social and tweeting like an unhinged madman, and he announces that there's a ceasefire. Meanwhile, Iran and Israel are still bombing the hell out of each other. Trump claimed that he brokered a groundbreaking peace deal that no one else could have done but him. Of course, he made all the right decisions. He's a very smart, stable genius after all.
Wrong.
Trump solved peace in the Middle East.
Wrong.
And brokered a legendary deal, which would be awesome if that was actually true.
Not because they felt it was violated by one rocket that didn't land anywhere. That's not what we want, I'll tell you. And I'm telling you, I'm not happy about that, Israel, either.
And of course, within hours of tweeting this, the deal just fell apart and bombs continued to drop, and both countries claimed that they never had an official agreement.
Bruh.
So it's literally like announcing that you're engaged and you haven't even gone on the first date yet. Dude's insane. But here's where it gets really wild, because instead of acknowledging his failure, he starts to schizo out on the media reporters because they're not praising his non-existent achievement that never happened. Calls CNN scum.
I have no choice. I gotta watch that garbage. It's all garbage. It's all fake news. But I think CNN is a gutless group of people. And the people that run it, nobody even knows it's been sold so many times. But the people that run it ought to be ashamed. MSDNC, a guy named Brian Roberts, he heads it. He's a disgrace. He's a weak.
But my favorite part, it's had to be when he pivoted and started talking about the B-2 fighter jets and how CNN's terrible for not praising them. Like he's given like a halftime pep talk.
And the pilots should be given credit. They're not after the pilots, they're after me. They want to try and demean. Iran will never rebuild its nuclear. From there? Absolutely not. That place is under rock. That place is demolished. The B-2 pilots did their job. They did it better than anybody could even imagine. They hit late in the evening. It was dark with no moon, and they hit that target with
Meanwhile, everyone else is like, bro, that's great and everything, but your house is on fire. You might want to put that out first and then get on with the great speech and how strong you are. What we witnessed is essentially a presidential temper tantrum.
That have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
With Trump, it always can get worse, folks. Let's talk about this administration's actual national security strategy, because it makes all this look almost competent in comparison. For instance, did you happen to know that Donald appointed a 22-year-old lawn care worker and former grocery clerk to the head of counterterrorism? That's not a joke. This is literally him. What are his qualifications, might you ask? Well, he was a lawn care worker,
Bruh.
He was a clerk at a grocery store,
Bruh.
And he was a very loud and proud MAGA advocate. These people know they're not qualified, and so the ball's on them to talk all this shit about DEI hires and how these people of color don't really have the qualifications to get this job. Look at the people in your cabinet. Look at this 22-year-old lawn care worker whose only qualification is that he's pro-MAGA and he's a MAGA-D writer. Like, that's all it takes. Meanwhile, this idiot's pushing out actually experienced national security experts faster than his contestants on The Apprentice.
At the Department of Justice, well, Trump demoted the acting head of the National Security Division at the Department of Justice, apparently because that acting chief didn't move quickly enough after the inauguration to take down the picture of President Biden and put up the picture of President Trump. And so he was demoted out of that job. That said, the FBI also has its own specific counterterrorism division. He appears to have been pushed out. He left the FBI last month. But don't worry, there is at least one senior counterterrorism position in the United States government that has been definitively and deliberately filled by this president. It's at the Department of Homeland.
Career diplomats with decades of experience, gone. Intelligence officers who've dedicated their whole life to national security, replaced. He's running the government like a chaotic reality TV show where the only qualification to win is you just have to kiss his ass the whole time, and you have to agree with everything he says. Keep in mind, people, the Republicans can make this stop at any time if they would just stand up and do their job, what they're supposed to be doing in Congress. This shit would be funny if it wasn't so gosh darn ridiculous. This guy's clearly demented. This guy's clearly unhinged. This guy clearly has no business entering us into a war, especially without Congress's approval. He needs to be impeached. And I get it, like, you're a Republican or a Democrat, like, I just think that we shouldn't be so quick to just throw out the Constitution and everything it stands for. And I don't really understand why MAGA is so eager to throw it out for this guy, because he clearly has
What the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
and he's demented in the head.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
So we need to keep calling this stuff out. I'm gonna certainly try to. And this is only like my third video, but I'd accidentally named my dog Elon before I knew Elon Musk was gonna become a complete comic book villain, basically.
This is the chainsaw for bureaucracy. Chainsaw!
So now, how am I paying for my crimes? Well, I am calling out MAGA's BS one meltdown at a time, and hopefully I can pay my dues that way.
It's taste, take where the stories shine. Big ideas, let's make them mine. Knowledge sailing on a golden wave. Taste, take, it's the vibe we crave.